Welcome back here to another episode of our BMC talk show. My name is Regina Mtengwa. Today we're joined by Dr. Zambezi. Welcome, Dr. Zambezi.
Thank you very much, Regina.
You're welcome. Last week we talked about the new COVID variant, that is Omicron, and we hope you're all keeping your social distance and you're all washing your hands as we hear the news about the new COVID variant. We appreciate your feedback. Today we're going to be answering most of the questions that you've been asking us on our Facebook page and other platforms that we have. So Dr. Zambezi, our first question today is the new COVID variant now in Zimbabwe?
Thank you very much for that question. So yes, it is now in Zimbabwe. It was detected in the Ministry of Health and already announced that this variant is now in Zimbabwe. And also last week when we discussed about this new variant, about Omicron, there were very few countries where which had reported this variant. But for this past week, the World Health Organization had already reported that there are now 38 nations where this variant has been detected. So it means this variant is really spreading very fast. So it is now here in Zimbabwe. We are also seeing the number of cases, though not all the cases are due to this variant, but there has been a spike in the number of cases for the past few days.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Our second question is, what is the difference between antigen and antibody test?
Okay, so these are the tests which we use which are being used in most centers for COVID-19 diagnosis. So the antigen test, I will try to simplify. So antigen test, we are looking at the viral particles. Because when the virus enters your body, infects your body, it sheds some particles. So these particles are called antigens. These are the ones which we detect when we do the antigen test. Then we have the antibody test. Antibody test is looking at your response, at the immune response to a viral infection. In this case for COVID-19. So your immune response to an infection, then your body will release what we call antibodies, will produce antibodies. So when we do an antibody test, we are just looking at your response to the infection. So in terms of because the reason why people are asking, they want to know which one is the best test to do between these two. So the antibody, we can't use it for diagnosis, because antibodies are built maybe after 2 weeks after you've been exposed to the virus. So it's better to do the antigen test so that it is a better it gives you a better result to know whether you are infected by COVID or not. Of course, there is PCR, which is more accurate than these two. But if you are to choose between the two, antibody and antigen, you better get an antigen, because it's difficult to interpret the antibody result. We can have many false negative. You can be comforted for that you don't have COVID, and yet you have not yet built the antibodies. So if you are to choose between antibody test and antigen test, better go for the antigen test. Of course, like I said, the PCR is the definitive diagnosis for COVID-19. We have a video which was recorded about 9 months ago at our YouTube channel, where Dr. Makuni explains these tests. So you can just search for that video which explains about COVID tests. It is more informative on this test.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that was clear enough. So, Dr. Zambezi, as you mentioned that we have antigen test, antibody, and PCR. Can you tell us what is the turnaround time if one comes for testing?
Okay, so if one comes for testing, the PCR test is the minimum amount of time is about 5 hours. Then for the antigen and antibody, these are rapid tests. So within 30 minutes, you have your result.
Okay. All right. So if someone gets symptoms, what should they do?
Okay. So unlike the first wave, it seems as if people are relaxed. If you pass through town, you would wonder whether there is a wave or there is COVID, there is a new variant or what. Because people are doing their usual activities. They are, you can see people gathered in bank queues, no social distances. Some may not even have masks and so forth. So people are not afraid. Even those who have symptoms, you see them in combis, coughing and so forth. So we should be vigilant. When you get symptoms, please don't just say it's the normal flu. Don't just say it's the normal flu and keep and continue with life as usual. No. Get tested. Visit the nearest clinic or the nearest hospital for testing. If you can't access, if you can't get to any medical facility, you can still utilize telephone consultation. Because as here at BMC we offer telemedicine. You can call and you can get consulted even over the phone. If you are too busy to come to the hospital or you are afraid, just call, you can get help.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have another question here. It says, do you have COVID facilities?
Okay, so as Belvedere Medical Center, we offer various services at our center. As you can see on this banner, we have accident and emergency services, general practitioner consultations, medical examinations, radiology, ambulance services, daily dog services, laboratory, and so forth. So we offer all these services. And in addition, we have a separate COVID-19 facility. So which caters for those who have tested positive. So if you've tested positive and you have severe or moderate to severe symptoms, you can get admitted. We have those facilities in addition to what we already offer to the general public.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Zambezi, for the answer. We have another question here. It says, if I have a chronic disease and I am supposed to come for routine checkups, but I'm afraid of getting infected along the way, how best can I be assisted? I think you have answered this one when we talked about the daily dog.
Okay.
So can you tell us more?
Okay. So yeah, this has been a challenge from the previous waves. We have seen that most people with chronic diseases, most people with hypertension, diabetes, asthma, HIV, they have defaulted their medications. One, maybe because the health facilities, they are only operating under emergency, in the emergency mode, or maybe they are also afraid to go to the hospital. Maybe they are afraid that they will get COVID there. So there are many reasons why people usually, when there's a wave, they don't they don't visit health facilities. But the good news is because of technology, we have introduced what I have mentioned before, telemedicine. So there's now telemedicine. You can have a consultation over the phone. Even if you want a video consultation, you can still have that over the phone. By simply, you can just call us on our number, which will show you at the end of this video, or you can go to our website and Also, you can get in touch with us via WhatsApp. There's also a number which will show you at the end of this video. So we have telemedicine or dial-a-doc service whereby you can get consultation anytime, any day, and you can even get your prescriptions sent to you. But if maybe you need hospitalizations, the doctor will advise, or if you need a home visit, we also have home visit. Let's say you are afraid, but you would want a doctor to visit you at home, we still offer those services. So there's no need for someone to default. There's no need for someone to default because we have all these services. If you can't come to the hospital because of A, B, C, D, you can get in touch with us. We can send doctors there, or we can discuss over the phone.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Dr. Zambezi, we are hearing people are saying that the virus is now weaker due to mutation. Can you tell us more about that? Should I stay at home, or what do I have to do if I have any symptoms?
Okay, it's unfortunate that nowadays, because of social media, people are saying all sorts of things about even the new variant and so forth. But my advice is try by all means to follow what the Ministry of Health say, what the World Health Organization say. So, the World Health Organization has been warning us to be more careful, right? We can't conclude at this moment that the virus is less severe as compared to maybe to the Delta or the previous ones. It's too early to conclude that. But we have noticed that the number of cases have increased, though they are mild and mainly affecting the children, but we can't conclude that it's weaker. We can't conclude that. So please get information from the right sources. There's a lot of information on social media and so forth, but get the right information from the right sources and be careful. It's better to over-prepare than to under-prepare, because if you over-prepare, it means you are on the safe side. But if you relax, then maybe it's more deadly than the previous variants. Then what do you do? It's no longer reversible. So people should be careful. They should keep social distance. They should obey all those regulations as advised by the Ministry of Health and by the World Health Organization.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate you, Dr. Zambezi, for that information. Thank you guys for listening. For more information, you can call us on our toll-free number, that is 0808-0525 or 086-8800-261. See you next week.